actually went like suspended.
I think it's like
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on. And just like the big man Ian Wright just said there, people deluded, I'm back again. First things first, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. If you haven't done already, smash the like button and subscribe. Appreciative to all of you lot tuned in. Now, allegedly, Pepe's move has broken down. Every hour there's something different. It's come out that apparently Arsenal made an inquiry over Pedro Neto, and I assume we're still going to maintain our long-standing interest. And considering the way he started this season, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm happy with Trossard, with Saka, with Nelson, with Martinelli, and any other option I haven't mentioned. But, you know, considering the fact that I think we need someone to compete with Saka / deputize if he needs rest or he looks like he's knackered and things like that, and we have had an interest with Pedro Neto, it would have been nice to bring in a right wing. I'm sure many Arsenal fans were kind of happy with our summer business. For me personally, I would have loved an extra central midfielder. I just alluded to a right mid. I didn't think we'd sign a striker. I got all the time in the world for Gabriel Jesus and what Eddie Nketiah is doing. But if we could, you know, definitely get one of the strikers we're linked with, the Ivan Tonys, the Fergusons, the Osimhens, or someone of that ilk, and we can go from being an 80 odd goal team in the Premier League team to, you know, at 100. It's crazy, really and truly. But allegedly, the Telegraph are reporting Arsenal made an inquiry to Wolves for Pedro Neto, a long-term target during this summer transfer window. Clearly, you know, Arsenal weren't. Maybe we had to deal with outgoings to bring someone in. Maybe, you know, there wasn't enough money to go around. Maybe the finances that we were told by Wolves didn't make it sensible. Maybe, obviously, when you think of Pedro Neto, you do think of his lovely left foot and his dribbling and all that stuff, but he has had 2 big injuries. And you could argue in the summer, arguably, definitely the last couple of times we've gone for him, his stock's on the floor. But apparently Arsenal made an inquiry to Wolves for Pedro Neto, a long-term target during this summer's transfer window. So at least we tried to get a right winger in. As you know, there's plenty of players in theory who can play out there. Technically, Trossard, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Emil Smith-Rowe, they could all move over there, really, depending on what's required. Obviously, Reece Nelson, as well as Fabio Vieira. I've seen this report as well that apparently we made an inquiry. Again, as I said, he started this season quite well. He's got 3 assists at this moment in time, people. Probably unfortunate that Wolves actually lost to Crystal Palace at the weekend. But apparently, it seems that the performance may not have escaped the attention of Arsenal. The Telegraph reports that the Gunners are long-term admirers of the Portuguese. In fact, the report suggests that Arsenal made an inquiry for Neto during the summer. It's not entirely clear whether the Gunners decided to make any sort of bid or whether Wolves were willing to entertain offers. But judging by the fact that the report mentions an inquiry, it would be safe to assume that Mikel Arteta's side took their interest no further at this time. Well, obviously, if you didn't bid for him, then we didn't really. Perhaps they'll be keeping an eye on how he gets on this season. So we'll have to see. The talent's there. He just needs to stay fit and probably increase his output, really and truly. He's drawn praise from his new manager, Gary O'Neill. As you know, he started the season in sensational form, and he's actually played on the left and on the right, which shows his versatility, which I'm sure Mikel Arteta is aware of. And he's enticed by what he or somebody else that arrives at the club in that ilk could, because I actually think Mudryk would look good on the right-hand side for Arsenal. Trossard can obviously play over there. Generally, throughout all of the team, you know, multifunctionalness or being able to play a couple of roles is something Arteta wants. You've seen that with Benjamin White. You've seen that with Tomiyasu. You've seen that with technically Trossard and Martinelli, Emil Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira, and there's clearly a couple of other exceptions forcing it. And I know he's injured at the moment, speedy return, but Thomas Partey the same. His manager said, I've always liked him. His attitude and approach since I've been here has been top notch. I can't speak highly enough of him at the moment. I think he's been incredible, which would also be music to Arteta's ears. He's played off both sides. I thought he would get some joy down this side today. This was obviously in relation to their last game. That was the reason for the switch. He did get some joy, but the big story is we leave with nothing, which is disappointing. And again, he's got 3 assists so far, people. 3 assists in 4 games is quite an impressive start to the Premier League season for him. Where Nicolas Pepe is concerned, apparently Nicolas Pepe's case has experienced a new twist in recent hours. Whilst everything was done for the former Lyon player to sign for Besiktas, the player must wait again. The agreement between the Turks and Arsenal must be reviewed, and new negotiations are underway between all parties. Check out the other content I've done. Apparently, we were seeking a £2 million fee, which we're at where we're at with Pepe. Should we get more money than £2 million? Of course, regardless of if he's been a success or failure at Arsenal. But considering his contract running down, the fact that he's playing no part in Mikel Arteta's system, you know, and the fact that he earns quite a lot on in terms of the balance sheet. I think he's on 140 grand a week. We just probably need to bite the bullet. And to be fair, while I don't want 2 million, I didn't think we'd get a transfer fee. Honestly, I thought the best case scenario, and all options, I guess, are still on the table for Pepe, was either A, ripping up his contract, or him leaving on loan, picking up a couple of million in loan fees, and obviously some of his wages undertaken by this club, and then we keep it moving. These guys got talent, but for some reason it ain't happened at Arsenal. It didn't happen on loan at Nice last year, and it doesn't appear that there's any takers. So I don't know why there's been a twist, people, really and truly. So yeah, people, if we look at Pepe, according to the keep, he's already actually had his medical, so no clue what's going on there. As we know, Arsenal hope to sell him, people. Apparently, we want around 4 million for Pepe, even though what was reported yesterday was 2 million quid. And again, he earns 140, 150 a week wages at Arsenal. And the Turkish window is still open for a couple of days. Forgive me if I'm wrong. You've seen a couple of Spurs lads go over there. I think Ndombele's gone over there. And there's definitely somebody else from Spurs. I think Davinson Sanchez, Eric Bailly's gone to Turkey. Obviously, Pepe remains put, and obviously Jorginho's also been linked with a move to Turkey. Allegedly, a journalist has claims that the Arsenal forward's agent is fabricating the story, which agents typically do this. Apparently, the tweet says, the real story is this. Pepe's agent told L'Equipe that Besiktas want to sign him, but the story is a fabrication. Besiktas have categorically denied interest and have made signing a defender a priority. There's also the potential of signing a number 8 or a 10, people. Romano said as well, despite reports that a move for Nicolas Pepe to Besiktas is back on, I don't have this information. As things stand, we'll see what happens with Besiktas, as interest is there since long time, but I'm not aware of a done deal. Arsenal hope to find any solution for him, as he's 100% out of Arteta's project, people. 16 goals in 79 appearances for Arsenal at this moment in time for a man signed in 2019. Big up the secret scout earlier today. He said Pepe has received a proposal from Saudi club Al Shabab, and apparently Arsenal looking for a £2 million fee. Reps allegedly are in Saudi to work on a deal to complete such, people. Once again, there's been reports denying Pepe's move to Besiktas, so it seems like a circus at this moment in time. I think this is in relation to Jorginho. Once again, his agent has come out and kind of quashed reports that he will be leaving for Fenerbahce, so I think we can leave that there, people. And again, apparently Pepe's been warned he'll never play for Arsenal again if he refuses a transfer. I mean, I wonder what that means for him and Cedric. Surely we got to try flog Cedric to Turkey, or a Turkish club, or a Saudi club, even though, you know, I don't think, for what it's worth, I don't think Cedric's on that. I think he genuinely believes he can compete in Arsenal's team and whatnot. So we'll have to see, man. But where this video is concerned, let me know your thoughts on Pedro Neto. Let me know your thoughts on Pepe. Let me know your thoughts in theory of letting Jorginho depart to Fenerbahce or anywhere else. Again, I've covered some transfer news earlier today. Make sure you've obviously smashed the like button and you go and check that out. I think at 9 p.m. at the time of making this video, it's 6:32 p.m. in the United Kingdom. At 9 p.m. I went over, you know, kind of the Man United game, Aaron Ramsdale, why we can't keep clean sheets. I did a video that should come out at 9 p.m. UK time. So make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bells. On that, I'm out, people. One love. I hope you lot are having a great week. Smash the like button. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Peace.
I think it's like